IVM.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Positively Unlimited podcast. Today I want to talk about physical health. No, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a fitness coach. And yet today I'm going to talk about how we are treating our body. The reason why I want to talk about this is because somewhere we are taking it for granted. Then we are crying about the pains that we are experiencing. And yet we're not doing anything about it because somewhere it is becoming cooler to be a victim than to really take responsibility of our own selves. What do I mean by that? Why is it that you know that you don't eat on time in office, that you skip meals because you've given priority to work, but you're not willing to change it? What is stopping you from changing it? You know, in one of the previous episodes where I spoke about having work-life balance, I spoke about how we don't take our holidays or we don't rest because we behave as if the company is going to shut down if we don't get to work and we don't do what is on our plate. It's as if we are the only ones who are working, right? Well, think about it, that same mindset. Why is it that you are working the way you are working and refusing to eat your meals on time? What is stopping you? It's not laziness. It's not about having discipline. It's not about having a routine. It's just that you are taking your body for granted. How many of us know that we need to, well, I say lose weight to be fit. And I don't mean it from a body image perspective, right? Say someone who has diabetes, someone who's been diagnosed with it, someone who generally is fighting excessive weight, somebody who is having knee issues or back issues and knows that they need to hit the gym and work out and build strength. Why is it so hard for us to choose our body? If you had to wake up at 6 a.m. and get to office by 6:30 because you had a presentation at 7:30 or 8, you would do it. Why would you do it? Because there's a paycheck there. But when it comes to your body, there's no monetary returns, is there? Well, technically there's indirect returns because if your body is fit, you won't go to the doctor and then you won't have bills to pay. So you can look at it that way. But what I want you to think about today is how you are talking about these bad habits that we have cultivated when it comes to our body. I can't exercise. I can't go to the gym. I'm just so indisciplined. I can never wake up in the morning. These are all things that we say as if they're cool. We're just repeating this. Somewhere a lot of us are even saying this because we're trying to fit in. And it's us trying to fit in a not nice way. You know, it's as if, I had a 19-year-old client who one day sat down and told me that I love to wear makeup, but I don't wear it because my classmates or my college friends think that I'm trying to be too cool and I'm trying to be too hip, and which means that I don't feel like I belong and I don't feel like I fit in. So I dress like them, which is I put my hair up in a bun and I don't really dress smart, or I don't put even eyeliner or lipstick so that I can be one of them. And a lot of times I think when it comes to body, when it comes to these health habits, we're doing these things because we're trying to be one of a group. So think about what you are doing and what you are choosing. I'll give you another perspective when it comes to building these good habits for our own health. If you are not a morning person, for example, like me, I cannot wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning unless it's a life or death situation. I have no interest to do that either. And I've accepted that. I don't fight it anymore. Which means that when it came to building the habit of exercising regularly, I didn't push myself to wake up at 6 o'clock and go for a run or go to the gym. Or I didn't pick a yoga class that was at 7:30 in the morning. Now I work out at 10:30 in the morning. My schedule, the way my day is planned, allows me to do that. In fact, when I first started working out, I used to work out in the evening because that was comfortable for me. So what I'm trying to tell you is think about what is the habit that you're trying to build. What is the priority? Is the priority to wake up every morning at a particular time? Or is the priority to work out every single day? Think about which habit you are trying to build because both are new habits. And you cannot build two habits at the same time. It's very hard. So you want to focus on one habit at a time. First, start working out every day. Even if it's a walk, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's that Zumba class, whatever you may have joined, whatever your interest is. So the idea is to do some form of physical exercise every day, and you continue that for 3 weeks. Now, when I say every day, again, I'm saying this, I'm not an expert. There has to be 1 day of rest and recovery. Some people may not want to work out 6 days in a week. Maybe you start with 3 days in a week. Think about what kind of a habit you are building. Are you going to walk for 20 minutes 6 days of the week? Are you going to work out for an hour 3 days of the week? How are you planning this, right? Once you have decided this, pick a time that is comfortable for you. Don't try to change your current schedule and current routine to make this happen. That's where failure happens. That's where we fail. Because then you're trying to solve or you're trying to build two different habits. If you throw your schedule or your existing routine off track because you're trying to build a new habit, then you're doing two things. You're facing the struggle of building this new habit of working out, exercising, and you're also dealing with the discomfort and all the chaos that comes with throwing your routine off track. So your mind, your body, your heart is trying to adjust to two things. Don't do that. So if you are going to work out, first decide, what is this workout? How many times in a week? And for how long each time? Once you have clarity of that, you start doing it at a time that is comfortable for you. For instance, a client of mine told me that she can only walk in the evenings, but once she reaches home, she gets so tired and exhausted that she doesn't want to step out again. So we decided that she will take the rickshaw only up to a certain point, and from that point to home, she will walk every day. And that's what she was doing. So slowly and steadily, the habit starts to come about. Now you want to focus on building one habit, especially when it comes to your body, for at least 3 weeks before you add on something else. So don't try to fix your food eating habits, especially for weight loss, if you are struggling with just doing the exercise, if that's what you've chosen. If you have chosen to fix your food habits first, then don't struggle with the exercising at the same time. Sometimes it's better off to break it up. Sometimes it's really, really easy if you can break it up. The idea is to make it doable. The idea is to succeed. So set yourself up for success. Now here's another thing. Instead of trying to ace it all 7 days of the week, try to do it successfully 3 times a week. If on 3 days in a week, you manage to eat the right food that you're supposed to eat at the right time, it's success. Do that for 2 weeks. Then in the 3rd week, you get to shifting your food habits on all 5 working days. And then you target your weekend. So you want to break it up to build this healthy habit up. However, the bigger point of today's episode, besides giving you all these tools, is to ask you all to think about how you are talking about your body, what are the choices you are making, and what are you allowing. It is not cool to say, I can't exercise, I hate the gym, I can't be bothered. Because when you do that, you are telling yourself that you are not important to you, that your body can be taken for granted. And if that is what you are doing, then don't complain when you end up with sciatica, you end up with cervical spondylitis, you have, some of us will end up with diabetes or thyroid. You don't get to complain. And you don't get to ask your body, why are you doing this to me? Because you are not treating it right. Yes, I know that we live crazy lives. We want to work hard, we want to party harder. But if you are going to get only 4 hours of sleep every night and think that that is cool because, oh, look how much you get done and, oh, look, I need only 4 hours of sleep and I'm up and about, then when your system crashes and you fall sick, you have low immunity or you end up with migraines, headaches, God forbid, heart issues, weight issues, metabolism issues, you can't complain because that's the choice that you were making. So nobody is saying don't enjoy life, but also prioritize what needs to be prioritized. Think about how you are treating your body. Think about how you are talking about it. If you have to lose weight for health reasons, if you have to gain weight for health reasons, some of us need to put on weight. Some of us are too skinny. We need to have more muscle mass. If that is what you need to do, then get up and do it. There's an episode that I had recorded a while ago called Victim Energy versus Victor Spirit. Listen to that. Listen to that and it will tell you that a lot of words that you use when you talk about your body and about these habits are nothing but victim energy. You're handing over your inner power because you are not giving your body the importance that you should. For all the car owners out there who are listening to this episode, think about how well you take care of your car. Do you only take care of the engine or do you get it washed on the outside every day? Do you get the oil checked up? Do you get the brakes checked up? Do you send it for servicing regularly? Why do you do that? Because if you don't take care of your car in that manner, it's not going to run properly, which is going to cost you money. Now, imagine if your body is that car. What are you doing to it? Why are you not choosing to treat it correctly? At what point did it become a cultural thing to stand in your office and say, I skip my meals because I'm too busy completing work? At what point did that become cool? So that's the thought that I want to leave you with today. Think about how you are treating your body. And I hope that the tools that I have given you, the small tips I have given you, help you build the habits that you've been struggling to build. As always, all previous episodes are available on the IVM Podcast app as well as the IVM website. And if you want me to talk about a specific topic, leave me a DM on my Instagram. My handle is @PositivityAngel. Catch you next Monday.
How many times have you caught yourself Googling stuff on health and wondering if it's the right information? How many times have you heard different health experts give opposing views, which has only left you confused? There are rising cases of cancer, heart, diabetes, stress, and autoimmune diseases. Meet the patients and the experts who paved the path of true healing. Join me, Chetna, cancer nutrition coach and nutritional therapist on Heal and Hearty. I take you through my own journey of recovery from an incurable disease and the journey of so many others who healed only via nutrition and holistic healing. Find the answers you seek for what's good for your health and what's good for your soul. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. Don't forget your date with good health.
Hi guys, this is Ayushi.
And I am Ritasha.
And welcome to Agla Station Adulthood.
It's a fun podcast we've got going on and we'd love for you to tune in and enjoy with us.
Join us as we stop at various stations and discuss different topics that seem to be bothering us and hopefully
Dating,
you as well.
relationships, beauty, just being an adult, lots of different things.
We don't have a great grip on it, but we've done okay so far.
Catch Agla Station Adulthood every Thursday on the IVM app, the IVM website, or wherever else you get your podcasts.